Hey everybody, welcome to ELF, our second unit of our adaptations theme. This is a super cool one, teeth and skulls. As you can see, we have some high interest objects that we have borrowed from the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. So I'm going to encourage and actually require all of you to go to the skull training video. If you didn't make it to one of the in-person skull trainings at the school, please watch it. It's about 8 minutes and it just kind of goes over safe handling of all the specimens because we really want to protect our relationship and our ability to borrow in the future. So as you can see, I've laid out a couple of the more interesting skulls. This is a walrus skull mold, and this here is a gorilla. These are really mainly for interest and observation. We don't use them in other centers, but this could be obviously a good conversation starter about the differences in the skulls, the differences in the teeth. We do have our trusty puppet show here, so that's always a good one. And for grades third and fourth, I recommend getting the kids involved, taking the scripts a couple days early so that the kids can actually do the puppet show themselves. A little practice is helpful though to keep it moving. So all of that is in there. And then just, starting with some interesting questions about what do you notice about different animals' teeth? What do you know about the difference between carnivores and herbivores? And going through those definitions of those types of animals is helpful, and kind of activating that background knowledge of different types of animals, different adaptations that they have to help them be better predators, or help them eat the food that they eat, whether it be plants or other animals or insects or whatever. So this is also a good time for whoever's doing the introduction to go over those safe handling practices. We want to give the kids some responsibility for being respectful and being in charge of the materials. If they can police themselves, it makes your job a lot easier. So just reiterating that this is extremely special, that not many schools get to borrow these types of specimens and not many students get to actually interact with them. So we need to be really aware of where they are. Reminding them to put them back in place. If we take a skull out of a box or off of a piece of foam, we want to have a place for them to put it back. I also recommend, if you're passing something around, and again, use your judgment. Kindergartners probably don't need to touch everything or handle everything. They can do a 2-finger touch. That keeps them from grasping and pinching things. Just a 2-finger touch to feel. They can feel the teeth. But if for the older kids, if you want to pass something around for them to look at more closely, have them take it off the table, put it back on the table, rather than passing from one person to another. It's easier to miscommunicate and to drop it. If someone does drop it and break it, this is also in the training, but I want to make sure it's clear. Don't panic. It happens. They know that with these educational loans, accidents do happen. Don't shame any children about making a mistake. Just let me know right away, contact me, and I will take the pieces and contact the museum and make sure that there's clear communication all around. As far as conclusion goes for this unit, you can bring a snack. Again, always check about allergies, but you can bring, some of the recommendations are like fruit leather or something crunchy, so you can kind of see the difference between how you eat crunchy food versus how you eat something you have to pull apart, like fruit leather or beef jerky or something. You don't even have to do a snack. It kind of depends on what time of the day you're going and how you want to arrange that, but that is an option. And then a sharing circle. They can talk about their favorite skull or something they learned. That's always a good way to wrap up. And we also have a few books in the bins that you can read from to kind of wrap up the unit. So if you have any questions or any concerns, or if there's any breakage or anything missing, please contact us at mitchellelf@gmail.com. Have fun with this one. Enjoy our super cool specimens. And there's 4 centers in this one, so we'll get to those videos next.